Hi, my name is Brad Birky, co-founder of Same Cafe with my wonderful wife, Libby. It was becoming more of a reality as school went on that, what working in a cafe would actually look like, and trying to run it and trying to do the ordering and everything. Ultimately, it became more possible because I felt more comfortable being in the kitchen and with the processes of running a restaurant on a day-to-day. Something that we had never even thought about before, something we had no experience with. So it was really good to be in there and get somewhat of a comfort level built up before just diving in headfirst into this strange new world of restaurant. So. It's so much more than we hoped for. I mean, when we came up with the idea, we had no thought of longevity. We had no thought of what we could be doing 5 years from now. But it was we just wanted to be open and having the chance to serve at least one person a good meal that wasn't able to get it before. And so now we're open 6 days a week, and we have 50 to 80 or more people coming in every day and having lunch, and repeat customers, and a great community being built of people that come in and they sit down and share meals and play games and talk and get to have a great meal at the same time. It's awesome to see it in reality, and it's better than we could have hoped. So. The first major story was the thing that really made us realize that we were making a difference was this guy named Kid that would come in here, and it was a tough winter, the first winter we opened, and he would come in and shovel our snow every morning on the sidewalks, and he would do anything we needed, cleaning up wise. He just needed a meal. He was hungry, and more than anything, he wanted the green salads and the healthier foods because he just couldn't get it anywhere else. Couldn't get a good healthy meal out there on the street, and so even when he scraped up enough money to buy a meal, it was something cheap and prepared and not really good for him. So to be able to provide that for him and talk to him and realize that we were making a difference in his life slowly, and he was able to come in here, eat an affordable good meal, save the money that he really needed for a bus ticket so that he could move on. He wanted, he had dreams and goals and wanted to get back down to the south where he could help out doing hurricane cleanup. So we talked to him on a daily basis, and he would come in and eat, and we would share time together. It was back when the cafe was feeding 7 to 10 people a day, so it was quiet. It was really quiet, and we had a chance to really get to know people, and just to hear his story. And he slept in the parks and out on the street because he didn't want to go into a shelter because he didn't like being around the drugs and alcohol abuse and the fighting and the rough neighborhood, the rough community that is there. So he could come here. It was a safe place. He could get a meal. He could go on, be energized throughout for the rest of the day, shoveling snow, making money. And then when he finally came in and showed us the bus ticket that he had, and he was cleaned up, he had shaved and showered and cleaned clothes and was headed out of town. He was so happy and so proud, and just the smile on his face and the look in his eye was it was incredible. It was a very powerful moment.
The hardest part, I think, for us is that, well, number one, we're not. I mean, it's not about us. It's about the cafe, and that's kind of hard because every once in a while, it's people will spotlight Brad and Libby, and it's like, well, it's not us. It's this place. And for me, it tends to be a little bit hard because I wish that building a healthy community and taking good care of our neighbors wasn't front page news. I wish we were a different place. I wish that we lived in a place where people were treated with dignity on a regular basis and it wasn't front page news. But I can't look this fabulous gift and say, no, I don't want the press coverage, because it's the only reason why I truly believe it's the only reason why we're still here, is that we still continue daily to get inquiries from people who want to know about what we're doing and want to do it in their communities because they read about it online or in some magazine or in some newspaper somewhere else. So that the story has kind of spider webbed out and kind of just gone out to all different corners of the United States and the world. We've heard from people in other countries who want to do things like this, and we don't claim to think that we invented this idea, but we are doing it and doing it well. And so I think that brings more and more people to us, and just curious onlookers and people who want to spread it and do it in their communities. Those local producers, it's such a healthy partnership. We really love purchasing locally and making our small kind of local economy really strong by keeping our money here, what money we have to spend, but also then supporting the good things that we believe in. We believe in really good, healthy food should be available to everybody, and here we have these great partnerships that allow us to do it. I mean, sometimes the salad you eat hasn't even been out of the ground for an hour. I mean, it's pretty incredible the amount and the way food tastes here. I think people are really funny about, oh my God, I've never tasted a carrot like this. And I was like, well, that's because the carrot you bought in the grocery store has been there for a week and a half and probably took a week to get to the grocery store. And so there's these interesting dynamics of food that I think we are just reintroducing to people. People will say, oh my gosh, what is in this? Like, potatoes, vegetable stock we make here, salt and pepper. It's the best potato soup I've ever had. It's just because when you get food that's really fresh and grown like really well with, some passion and love for growing food, it tastes a whole lot different, I think.
Yeah. You want to tell people, look, it is possible. Take it slow, take it one step at a time. Do your homework first, and try to do everything you can to make sure it's successful before you even start. And it's so worth it. In the end, go for it. Do it. Do whatever it takes, because there's nothing better than doing what you love every day. Waking up, going and cooking, serving meals, working with my best friend, serving food to these incredible people. And it's not work. It's not getting up and going to work. It's getting up and living. And it's incredible. It's so worth it to tell people to go for it. Take the leap.